Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of Dark Souls PvP and another weapon showcase. This time I am using the Stone Greatsword, and really, this weapon is one that I really did enjoy using it, and I probably won't ever be using it again. Actually, no. I think I will be using it again. I have an idea for this weapon, and I'll get into that later when I talk about the pros of the weapon. Excuse me. So, getting started. The Stone Greatsword. It has a weight of 18 units, so it's on the heavier side of the Greatsword weapons. It's the heaviest of the Greatsword class weapons. It's really more in the Ultra Greatsword range, in my opinion, as far as the weight is concerned. It has a C scaling with Strength, a C scaling with Dexterity, and an E scaling with Intelligence, actually. And in my opinion, that E scaling in Intelligence should be higher. And really the reason for that is because even though my AR is 575, I think it was, I'm still hitting pretty consistently for 300s. So the split damage is really affecting this thing in a very, very negative way. And that's really sort of making it not worth using, in my opinion. The split damage affects it so much, it's just not worth it for a weapon that weighs 18 units. So that's why I think the intelligence scaling should be higher. It would affect that a little bit more and be a bit more beneficial of a weapon to use. Other things about the weapon, can't think of anything. So, the pros and cons of the weapon. I would say that the pros would include the typical Greatsword pros, and those would be the stun on the second hit, stun when you do the running two-handed R1, stuff like that, at 53 poison, of course. So, it doesn't have anything that special as far as pros are concerned, except for the R2 attacks. The R2 attacks on this weapon, I really do like. I like the way its one-handed R2 attack looks. I like the way it looks. It's a really strong-looking attack, even though it doesn't hit that much. It's a very strong-looking attack. Also, when you do the one-handed R2 attack for the second swing, it has a knockdown effect. So that's definitely good. Other pros are the two-handed R2 attack, of course, with the Tranquil Walk of Peace-like effect. And this is what I was talking about when I said I had an idea for the weapon earlier on in the video. The Tranquil Walk of Peace-like effect that you get with this weapon can actually be used when you have a personal buff on, like the Green Blossom, Iron Flash, Flash Sweat, Karmic Justice, Great Magic Barrier, so on and so forth. The Tranquil Walk of Peace from the Stone Greatsword can be used while those are all on you. So, you could do something like put on Iron Flash, use the Stone Greatsword, and slow everyone else down around you, which has some good potential in my opinion. There's definitely some stuff I want to try with this weapon. So, yeah. Cons of the weapon would include its weight. The biggest con of this weapon, without a doubt, is the weight. And the reason for that is because it's the heaviest of the Greatsword class weapons. Another big con of the weapon is the damage. The fact that it's split makes it very, very low, and that's just... it's so low for so much weight that it's really not worth using in most cases, in my opinion. Because you're hitting roughly 300s, or I'm hitting roughly 300s consistently, and it weighs 18 units. If I wanted to do something that hit 300 consistently, I'd pick up, I don't know, I don't even know. It's just not really worth using, in my opinion, for 18 weight. So, yeah. Overall, though, I had a lot of fun with this weapon. It does have some good potential. It has some really, really, really good potential. And, well, you'll see some of my experiments with it a little bit later on, depending on how successful or how bad they go. And what I mean by that is, if they go really bad, I'm going to have to upload it. If they go really bad, I'm going to have to upload it, because, I mean, hey, Who doesn't like embarrassing themselves, right? Yeah. Anyway, I have one last fight after this guy, and actually I fought this guy quite a few times. This is just one of our fights. In another one of them, I had a little bit of luck with the edge, and really that edge to me is becoming what the elevator is to Peeve. Seriously, that edge is vicious. It just appears out of nowhere and then everyone dies. It's just the way it goes. So you'll be seeing something about that edge coming up pretty soon. I'll probably be editing that today. And yeah. So that guy is down and going on to the next little fight. Little fight thingy. It's more of me sort of fooling around while I was on the phone and then deciding, okay, I'm off the phone now, I guess I might as well actually try instead of, just winging parries and kicking him. Anyway, to quickly recap, the pros for the weapon would include the typical Greatsword pros, plus the one-handed R1 or one-handed R2 can cause knockdown on the second hit. The two-handed R2 gives the Tranquil Walk of Peace effect that can be used with a personal buff. Cons would be the typical cons of a Greatsword, plus the massive weight and low damage. So, yeah, that's it. End of the video. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.